Welcome to Death and Taxes. Wishlist us on Steam. A game I found. I mean, it's a demo, and I found it on Steam, and it's actually. Let me see the wishlist thing. Hang on. The game comes out in February 2020, and is a game of simulation strategy indie casual adventure. In this 2D narrative-based game, you assume the role of the Grim Reaper on an office job. Your job is to decide which people are going to live or die. The consequences of your choices are yours to bear, while the mystery of your incarnation awaits a revelation. So it sounded interesting. So let's see, it says the choice is yours. Have a totally normal office job. Sarcastic. Talk to your boss. Get monies. Buy stuff from Mortimer's Plunder Emporium. Decorate your desk. Do some paperwork. Pet the cat. Stare in the mirror and talk to yourself. Don't let the existential dread set in. Don't let it set in. Only the fate of humankind is in your hand. It's 100% okay. And listen to that one really catchy tune in the elevator. Features meaningful choices, branching storyline with multiple secret endings. Make your own Grim Reaper, fully voiced NPCs, original soundtrack, original artwork featuring watercolor graphics, dialogue options, upgrade shop, Twitch integration. And it is a gameplay that they said is similar to, wait, what's that one game called? Shit. Let me remind myself. I should have it installed. Oh, Paper, Please? Papers? Yeah, Papers, Please. It is similar to Papers, Please. I do recall. Anyways, we'll get into it and try it out. Wow, an achievement already just for starting. Let's go through the comic using the mouse. Oh, that's cool. A lemon... We're missing 2 lemons? Well, that's interesting. Beatles reference? Okay, we bought some lemons.
Excuse me, sir.
Wow, that was a lot of tapping. Let's go back. Metal Gear Solid reference sound effects? Wait, what? Who tapped on his shoulder? Wait, what? What? Wait, what? Is there something I'm missing that maybe I could click? He saw fire and then he leaves? Who tapped his shoulder and why? I'm so confused. Finally, the new Spawn has awoken. What a momentous day. I'm honored to welcome you into our world, Spawn. Hang on, Spawn number 85. I have to have the evil cat on the guy's lap too. I am Fate. I am the keeper of world order. Where am I? What is this? Oh, it's what I can say. I don't care much for being just 88. Can I be Fate? Can I be Fate? Hello, pleasure to meet you, Fate. What am I? Where am I? What is this? I'll be all formal. Hello, pleasure. Ooh, a polite Grim Reaper for a change. That is a good start. Welcome to your new job as overseer of the Cosmopolis City, subdivision number 4, the Sun County Wine Region. Oh my. I know what you're thinking, and yes, your assignment is choosing humans who have to die. Pretty standard stuff. As it is your first day, try to get to know the system and try not to destroy the world, yes? Haha, gallows humor, right? Yes. Everything clear. Wait, I had to kill people. Like a progressive Grim Reaper who's concerned. I'm not really for this. Okay, whatever you say, boss. Will I get paid for this? Oh, most certainly. You ought to be fairly compensated for every accurate choice you make. Emphasis. Marking profiles correctly is the most important part. If you mark more or less than required, I will have to dock your pay. Errors in secondary tasks will reduce the daily amount, but you will still be provided with something. And perhaps eventually a place will appear where the salary is actually useful. Do not get your hopes up right now, though. You're saying my salary is shit. Now I need to tell you the details of the job. When even Death the Grim Reaper is being paid like what, minimum wage? Every day I will send you the profiles of some people. Your job is to mark the files with the marker of death, choosing the people who have to die. Then you fax the files back to me. Any specific daily requirements will also be noted in the letter. Please follow the rules or I'll have to fire you. And remember, the fate of the world is in your hands. The humans, you see, are constantly on a path to the great dying. They cannot balance themselves. They create endless chaos. They are always on the precipice. We are here to keep the chaos in check. We are here to keep them from falling off the precipice. As such, your actions will have consequences. I was born to do this. Yes, you were, literally. Okay, let us begin. I will show you your workplace. Excellent. One more thing. This will be your 7-day evaluation period. When the week is done, you will be assessed and either deemed fit or not. We cannot let just anyone work here. So 1 week to show us what you're made of. I mean, aside from the ingredients you are made of. I'm made of lemons. I must be a bitter bastard. Or sour? I don't know. Letter of fate. At least I still have my trusty phone. Good for procrastinating and scrolling through? Massive wildfire threatens to engulf the whole wine region of sun. The marker of death. Better pick it up and start marking some files. Do I have a timer? Hopefully I'm not being rushed. Morin and Grimm, here are the files on humans who are in life-threatening situation within your domain. No difficult rules and requests yet. I'm allowing you to settle in. Rules for the day. Mark one human to perish with a marker of death. Send me the files by fax when you're done deciding. Jewel Gray. Do I have to be here forever or what? Let's see. Jewel Gray, a 35-year-old biochemist. Jewel is born on the countryside but moved to a big city for universities. Likes rock concert and bars. Tries to find a cure for the chicken flu. Has had issues with substance abuse in the past. Amadou? Akoe? I don't know how to pronounce that. He's a firefighter. He wanted to become a firefighter since they were a little kid. As a keen wine enthusiast, Amadou is leading the strike team fighting the wildfire, threatening to destroy the Sun County vineyards. Oh shit. So a guy is trying to find a fucking chicken flu, and he has issues of substance abuse, which is irrelevant to me if I'm going to be the one who's a Grim Reaper. And yes, people in the comments, you can vote for me to become the future Grim Reaper, please. Please nominate me so I can be the one to decide the fate of humankind. So let's see. It says massive wildfire threatens to engulf the whole wine region. Sun. The wine region. One is a firefighter in a wildfire threatening to destroy the Sun County vineyards. That just... He's a wine enthusiast. He's just one firefighter fighting to protect vineyards. No one's going to die in the vineyard fires. So, honestly, I'm gonna have to say... Wait. We'll keep the music on just for so it's not boring, but anyways. Chicken flu, huh? A biochemist versus a firefighter. Both of them are obviously not bad people. But the task is mark one person to perish with the mark of death. One of them has to die. So I'll decide on the firefighter. Do not ask me again. He's a biochemist, and he's going to try to find a cure for chicken flu. It says tries. He may not even succeed. He may not succeed. Get in there. How do I fax this shit? I hope you've had a good life. And, oh human, what did you get yourself into? Gray or you? Jewel Gray, to be or not to be, that is the question. Tough break. Sigh. Too bad they don't have 9 lives. This is an interesting one. Anyways, no, seriously. This is the lamp of death. Probably the most useless thing here. How do I fax? Yes. I will live with my choices. The new death spawn. Welcome. How was your first day? Bad. A person died. Really good. That is great to hear. We are all counting on your dedication. You're doing important work. After all, lives are on the line. I see exactly one person perished today. As I asked, did you figure out the best choice? the best, there are only two options. I'll just say I did. To be honest, I gave you a simple one to start off with. There's really no best choice. Sometimes none of the options are good, not for everyone. That is the indisputable law of the cosmos. Keep your eye on the ladder for future guidelines and keep up the good work. A new day awaits. Have you heard the saying? How did it go? Nothing is more certain than rainbows and puppies, death and taxes. Nothing is more certain than sugar and spice. It'd be kind of maybe cringe to go with like the game title, so let's say sugar and spice. No, it's death and taxes. What else would it be? You did well. See you tomorrow. I'm gonna be the Grim Reaper with a little sense of humor. I hope you found your accommodations adequate. Here are the rules of the day. Follow them and you'll be okay. I am handing you another simple task. Mark a human with an engineering. Mark a human. Global healthcare upward trend. So yeah, global healthcare is going up because of my choice. Toxic spill ravages the ocean though, which is unrelated to me. Wine counters suffer continued devastation from spreading wildfires after heroic firefighters caught in the blaze. Casualties currently unknown. A biochemist almost dies in a fire at work. They're able to get out by following a fleeing cat. Are we saved? Young biochemist finds a vaccine for the chicken flu. Chicken flu vaccine shots now free thanks to a donation from a local business. I'd say I made the good choice. He almost died from the wildfire, so that would have almost came back and kicked me in the ass. Okay, that's good to know. So let's see, mark a human. It says mark a human with an engineering. He's a gang member, a corrupt CEO, and an electrician. Will I get more? There's no one with an industrial. I guess electrician would be counting as one. 74, wow. But it says mark a human. It doesn't say mark for death or mark to live. It just says mark. Unless they mean mark a human as in to kill them. They're not very specific. It says mark a human. Mark. I don't know. Is he asking for me to kill an engineering or industrial background person? It's just mark. Like, maybe people think it's common sense. Maybe this is a weird thing for me, but when they say mark, they're being too vague for me, because you could say mark. Well, I mean, I'm using a marker to mark live or die. So if you say mark, that means I'm leaving a mark on a paper. So maybe some people will see the word mark, and the only thing that comes to mind is mark means to die. Like, gang members say, hey, mark him, hey, Vinny, mark him. As in, like, you're gonna mark them off the records. That's usually the quote, you're marking them off the list. It means they're not going to be a problem, they're dead. That's not how I see it. First thing I'm gonna think is, you want mark? I'm marking these papers, there's two choices. Mark means either or, and we have to do all three of them, so it makes no sense to me. So I'm gonna mark how I feel like it. An avid electronics enthusiast, Serena has continued working as an electrician well into her retirement, although their grandkids keep telling them to retire, especially due to bad eyesight. Wait, their love for the job will always win. Bad eyesight and electrician? I get a very bad feeling that because of the bad eyesight, she would just, cause a problem and die. Might kill her. Where does he get all of these? Too bad they don't have 9 lives. Why though? Are they worth it? Marking her for death, it's I'd say it's a contingency plan. Just because you as Grim Reaper let someone die, don't picture it as someone obviously that it's weird trying to I'm reinforcing my actions on fictional characters, but I want people to understand my thought process, so I'm going to explain to the best of my abilities. Anyways, they're old. Let's just imagine it. They're 74 years old. They've had kids. They've had a successful life. They don't want to retire. It might cause problems. It may not, of course. Death could just be death of natural causes. Nothing bad happens. They pass on. It's nothing to be sad about. A corrupt CEO, however, Albert David Gach, Albert is an incredible human being, as in never in all of history has there been anyone who has destroyed so many humane and social systems with such nihilism and greed. They will stop at nothing in their quest to squeeze out any short-term profit. He can die then. I mean, they don't list... It's being biased if I'm doing this, obviously, but they don't give me the positives. It can't just be a human that has 0 positive. Like, maybe he's a family man, but on the business side, he's a piece of shit. But they don't give me enough information. They're just giving me one-sided story that corrupt CEO, bad man. So I'll just go with the biased information, I guess. If that's what fate wants. Gang member. Mint comes from an abusive family, which ultimately made them very protective of their older sister, Mint. Mint would do anything to keep her... The older sister's not named Mint. Mint would do anything to keep her safe. As such, they have allied with the toughest crime boss in district, one who takes care of their own. Just because he's a gang member doesn't mean he has to instantly die. There you go, Grim. How was your second day? Great. I am glad. How many I see many deaths in your region today. Too many. Well, yep, that's my job. Yeah. Not yeah, in fact the opposite of yeah. You must pay attention. The rule said to mark 1 human. This is what I complained about. You weren't fucking specific. Mark 1 off? Gangster style? Or mark 1 off because I'm using a marker to mark a paper of 2 choices. You're like saying, here's multiple choice. And you say choose 1, but in this they're not saying please choose 1. They're saying, no, you must choose, the answer is C. You have A, B, C, D, but no, you must pick B. Be specific, please, for the love of fucking God. Unfortunately, such errors means I must dock your... No, fuck off. Oh, fuck, restart? Yes. Now, fuck that shit. That pisses me off. Be more specific. Say, fate wants 1 person to be marked for death. Don't just be like, mark 1 person. To let them live and to let them die is to mark either side. This is a multiple choice. You say, mark them. It's annoying. Skip. I shouldn't be the only one thinking this way. It's unspecific, just says mark. Is it so hard to say mark 1 for death? Instead of making it so I have to fucking guess? Seriously. It annoys me. And I don't want to hear some shit people like, Neco, why are you being frustrated over a video game? Please calm down. Shut up. I'm allowed to be frustrated, but bullshit. I'll just keep, I'm restarting it just because it's bullshit. We know what the fuck the game means now, as much as I was hoping it would be my perception, which was, you know, hey, you're being unspecific. It's just really stupid. Like, hey, fate wants 1 person to live. Hey, make sure 1 person dies. Of all the specificness. And it's a different thing. Okay, so mark 1 human. See, in this, they say mark 1 human to perish. In the second one, it says mark 1 person. And it didn't say death. It didn't say perish. It didn't say live. It just says mark 1. I marked 3 people. 2 to die and 1 to live. I marked 3 people. You know what I'm saying? I hope there's no one who's like saying, Neco, you're wrong, because I believe otherwise. No, my way. Irritating. Basketball player. He's 24 years old, who started off as a student of sociology. Ew, sociology. Currently on the path of becoming one of the highest scoring power forward in local college basketball history. When not training or studying, they often help out in the community. Okay, they're good people. Oh, it's this guy again. But they want 1 person to die. So yeah, we have to choose 2 good people to possibly die. I'll say the basketball player is not worth it. Like, they're good. Obviously, they're good. They're both good people, but firefighter, you can live and you can die. Because we had to follow fate, aka mark 1 to perish. So yeah, that'll be my decision. We'll see what happens, because in the other one it was the chicken flu guy, biochemist. So we won't find the cure for the flu. Let's see, really good. Yep. I did. Death and taxes then. Exactly, yes, you did well. That won't change anything, but either way, yeah. So let's see what the second one probably says the same thing. Mark a human. I shouldn't have to re-express my frustrations, but let's read the news. Healthcare system's on edge of collapse. That's the opposite of what happened before, but we didn't have the chicken flu man. Trees planted in new initiative, that's good. Heroic firefighter saves vineyard from certain doom. Sales of regional wine on the rise. Promising young athlete dead in a bus and car collision after latest match. Well, I mean, you can't be like 24 years old and die of natural causes. Doctors find unknown enzyme composites in the body of a dead athlete. Active samples could have led to new medical territories. Wait, what? Wait, what? You're telling... Well, it's not like doctors are gonna be like, hey, random fucking athlete, we're gonna draw some blood and find some miracle enzyme in you. That wouldn't have happened. Fuck off. This is only after he's dead that it came to become knowledge. So no, fuck that. Okay, so mark one human to death. One, yeah, even that says mark a human. Just say mark one human to perish. Similar wording. This is too vague and it pisses me off. She can die again. Unless someone else is more, more important to die. Special agent at 33, pretty cool. This agent for the Bureau of Agricultural Espionage has wanted to become a bodyguard for the president, as they have extensive experience in safeguarding the well-being of crops and other flora. They once even played double agent for 2 contesting potato magnets. Wait, what? So are they a special agent? Or they just want to be? She's an agent for the agricultural espionage. Agricultural? What? That would be a completely separate division that has no relevance or similar training to being a bodyguard to a president. What expertises do you have? Potatoes? You gonna dive and take a bullet for a fucking bag of potatoes? Or am I missing something? If I give her a bodyguard position and she lives, she'd probably fucking, like, get the president to fucking die. No politics in the fucking in the chat. I don't trust her becoming a fucking... Oh, jeez. She wouldn't make the... I mean, I don't know, but yeah, we have to pick one. Electrician that could fry herself, and that would only mean power goes out. Fuck it, she can live too. Wait, come on. What? Okay, I can't change it? What? Okay, what? What? Okay, so you die. Is it right click? How do I delete? No. How do I get rid of the die? Oh wait, maybe it's the other way around? No? I have now 2 dies, I have too many. I'm just repeating the same problem. How do I erase? Unless I find something to erase this with. Okay, find something. Do I have nothing to erase things with? Okay, I guess I'm just gonna have to go deal with this. I don't have an eraser. Sounds great. We're just gonna have to deal with it. Fuck it. They don't give us an eraser to even change shit. Oh my. Alright, what's happened then? Hostilities escalate within local parties. Several members of high-ranking politician security details injured. I'm trying to read this. Several members of high-ranking politician security detail injured and 1 dead as fireworks display goes... Ari, what? Local electrician electrocuted after cutting wrong wire. What'd I fucking say? I fucking expected that. I predicted this. I was like, bad eyesight in wires. But I was like, well, it's not gonna get other people killed. It's only gonna get her killed. So I mean, actually, wait, no, I sent her to death. Oh, fuck it, whatever. AI breakthrough imminent, promises founder of Trans Global Inc. Charity auction to take place. Okay. So what is it? Mark 2 humans with the marker of death. I mean, this is the marker of death, not rather than, you know. Anyways, yeah. So 2 people need to die. He's a judge. Jonas leads an enviable life of moral integrity. They have it figured out in their prime, and they enjoy the fruits of their well-established position when not engaged in upholding law. They dabble in vineyard. Why is it everyone dabbles in vineyard? Is all these people just like living in California or something? Which started as an elaborate joke related to their name. Jonas Riesling? It's like one of these like wine-related. Riesling is like some kind of wine brand or something. Oh god, killing an airplane pilot? I don't trust that. Like, what if I kill them while they're flying a plane full of passengers? Columba is a distinguished war veteran. These days, a well-regarded passenger airline pilot. They have 5 children and a wife. As a hobby, Columba is very interested in the history of religious buildings. Mavis is a grandparent with an estranged grandchild named Guy, with whom they seek to reconcile. After retirement, they move to a calm country where they spend most of their time knitting. They own a marvelous collection of porcelain. Gilizaveta, the queen of the small nation of Walmark? Is one of the last monarchs in the world. Even though the people consider the queen more a delightful curiosity, she has a deep sense of religious and civic duty and takes their coronation oath seriously. 82 years old, I have a quota, so I mean, she's probably going to be the first to die. Looks like this guy's crying. IT researcher AI oh, so if I killed this guy, that would be bad, because, maybe it'd be good, though. Let's see, hang on. AI breakthrough is imminent. If I killed this guy, it would mean the AI breakthrough would probably go down. But the AI breakthrough could obviously be a Terminator kind of reference where AI becomes self-aware because of this person, so I should kill him. Or just killing him, you know, sets us back sort of shit. Oh yeah, he does work for the same company. David has been a foremost... Yeah, I'll see if it becomes Terminator or not. It's for you, you can die. You're not that important, and you're really old. Let the young people survive and the old people can sort of pass away. And I don't want this guy dying while flying a fucking plane. So the ones I'll kill, I need to kill 2 people. It will be... She's retired, it's sad. But the other ones are younger and have more at stake sort of thing. Okay, I got them all right. Okay. Should be good. Shouldn't have made any mistakes, too. My latest spawn, good evening. Awesome, getting things done, keeping the world in balance. Excellent, this is what I hope for. It is important to keep it... Now let me take a look at the files. Alright, everything seems to be in order. You have followed the rules and marked the correct amount of profiles. There's not much else you... Good night. I have to try to speed things up so this video isn't too long and finish the entire week. Because the demo definitely is going to end at the end of the week. Have you looked outside today? It rains. It's been raining for hours. Appropriate to accompany the despondence within me. Well, here are some rules. Mark 3 to die. Ooh, only 1 may live. Cosmopolis enjoys new investments. Research find numerous backdoors, granting access to a number of unknown parties. Wait. Priceless collection of porcelain donated to the local museum. All survived in a plane crash. That's good. Hostage crisis solved at the courthouse. Old age finally claims the beloved queen mere days before their visit. Okay. Local swamp reportedly inhabited by a green monster. Definitely not Shrek. So let's see. Who's the one that's gonna live then? Since we now know that when they say Mark 3 humans, they mean only to die. Because, I mean, I don't want people to also get confused. When they say marker of death, it doesn't mean that this is the mark of death You can't even see my mouse cursor. I have like a skeletal hand. The die section on the papers is not the marker of death. It's, you know, obviously the marker, you know, the marker that I'm wiggling. So I don't want people to, I don't know, I'm over ranting. I gotta stop. Oh, okay. Anyways, as they like to be called, enjoys building, restoring muscle cars in their leisure time. It gives them solace in an otherwise monotonous life. They're most proud of their first ever project, the Motoro City, powered by a rare 7-liter V8 Hemi 426 engine. Valdemars has made being terrible at everything their central artistic and performance thesis. Through this act of self-referential rebellion, they have actually grown very popular in accordance with the current climate. I don't like the look of this dude. Make down artist? So what, his job is to be a shitty artist and somehow get by in life by being a shitty artist? Ah, fuck you. You can die. Game designer. Mary has been trying to make the greatest game for a while now. To find inspiration because they love traveling, they attend a diverse range of gaming events, conventions, and conferences. It's really just a specific type of tourism. Oh, it's Meryl, sorry. Meryl also enjoys, like, it looks like a, in the top left when it says Meryl, it's very close to the R and it looks like a period. It looks like an I rather than an L. Meryl also enjoys marathon running. Community manager. He looks like a Viking. And he has a Viking name, maybe Swedish. He's an avid digital sports enthusiast who works at the office. They're also death metal vocalist, passionate about getting the very best out of performance. Huh. None of them are bad people. But 3 of them has to die. I don't like this guy. He's already dead. Fuck you. Making the greatest game. What if she makes, like, Sword Art Online? She succeeds in making some kind of VR masterpiece. This guy's kind of just boring. So I mean, I don't know. This person seems like a nice balanced individual, but I'm kind of curious. My bias towards games, they can live. They better make some good fucking shit. I better see the phone and tell me, this person created, you know, like this masterpiece VR experience. Like she made a VR headset that everyone is craving for. But yeah, I don't know. Let's see. Just have to see the results and deal with it. No, whatever. Now just be quick. Yes. I'm beginning to sense a thing of pride growing within me. I did not expect you to turn out to be a good, dedicated Reaper. If you keep this up, you'll get far. You may even get promoted. The whole cat thing makes him seem evil, though. Mark II humans. I hope you are enjoying. It is a mundane day, nothing out of the ordinary going on, a regular day in the usual district of the typical planet. So 2 have to die. Oh, Jesus. Banks in trouble as stimulus halted. Support centers open en masse. Lighting truss falls on a singer at local concert venue. Yep. Oh, the irony. Local woman survives getting mauled by a bear while on the run. Writer's block ends more lives than you imagine. Tragedy strikes as lifelong time car enthusiast is lost due to a drunk driver. Man. What about the game maker? Game maker doesn't make anything, or it's just not yet? Anyways, so yeah, 2 must die. Banker. Bart is a wealthy banker married with 2 kids. They had an affair with the brother of their wife. After they found out she took off with the kids, after the brother committed suicide, Bart moved to a huge countryside mansion where they wait alone to meet their lover again. Aw, come on. What? They had an affair. Wait, I'm kind of... let me make sure I didn't misread this. He's a wealthy banker married with kids. They had an affair with the brother of their wife. So he fucked the brother? Who just like became gay in his marriage or something? They, as in Bart, had an affair with the brother of his wife. After she found out, she took off the kids after the brother. So he fucks the brother. The wife runs away. The brother commits suicide, and Bart moved to a huge countryside where they... I think it'd be better wording to say he, but where Bart waits alone. I guess, but who's the lover? I mean, if he fucked the brother, what if he fell in love with the brother that killed himself? I don't know. It's about unspecificness again. Because I could see, let me give you the argument. The wife could be the lover, or he stopped loving the wife. He's had an affair with a wife. Who's to say that he's in love with a wife? If he had an affair with a wife, he may not love the wife. So saying he wants to meet their lover again, it could be basically saying he wants to die so he can meet the brother, rather than, you know, maybe everything will come back together and he'll meet the wife again. It depends on interpretation, but the vagueness is both probably intentional and unintentional. Because where he waits alone to meet their lover again, who's the lover? That could be the brother. It could be the wife, but the brother's dead, so he's waiting for death. So I'll say die. He says he's married with 2 kids, but it doesn't say that he loves the wife. So let's just imagine the brother is the lover. Like, he just went, damn, I got my dick hard for my wife's brother, and I'm in love with him. I regret marrying my wife. Blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, you can die and meet the brother who committed suicide. This is probably, you know, good for him. And I need 2 people dead. So hopefully it means... I don't know, fuck it, whatever. Anyways, 2 have to die. Hopefully I'm not going to regret marking him a peaceful death. As long as it is a peaceful death, who knows. Air Force Captain. Kevin, born and raised at the McIntyre Air Base, loves the thrill of flying planes and tense combat situations. Their family has a history of military service. Kevin is dedicated in their wife's 7-year-old son, rarely taking any time for themselves. He's dedicated with their wife and 7-year-old son, but rarely taking any time for themselves. Ah, so he loves flying, but he's dedicated to his family. So he's a good family man. He can live. He's a family man. Philip. He looks evil. His face is evil. What is he? He's a student. He's a very random guy, meaning they enjoy chaotic and odd behavior. For example, they love playing pranks with their friends and conducting occult rituals. They also have a personal catchphrase, stay out of harm's way, and they are fond of animal skulls. Kind of fucked up, but... collecting skulls isn't fucked, as long as he's not killing animals, like, you know, like the whole... you can be sure someone's going to turn into a sociopathic murderer if there's the kind of person who abuses animals during their childhood. Sort of, you know, weird old man voice, but you know what I mean. An oddball, but we'll see who's the second one that deserves to die. A botanist. Gardening is their favorite pastime in their line of work. They enjoy growing edible exotic plants, experimenting with different recipes. They are also an expert in natural poisons. You better not be an assassin at the same time. Lucian Cano. Lucian has been teaching undergrads for nearly 30 years now. They are well-known, welcoming demeanor, yet whispers travel about shady, inappropriate deeds with students. Die! Even if it's rumors, die! Sigmund lives together with her artist girlfriend. They like craft beer and biking. Sigmund's brew was voted best local... Why should he even die? This guy's fine. Microbrewer and bartender. He sounds like a cool dude. Okay, he's fine. He's fine. Everyone else has to basically live now. So the weird-ass student... it's not like the student did anything wrong, you know? The poisons. I don't trust this person. They could be an assassin, or future assassin. This kid could be a fucked-up kid that kills animals later, but owning animal skulls doesn't have to mean they're a bad person. Stay out of harm's way, though. Let's just think they have ADHD. Maybe they have autism or Asperger's, which results in awkward social cues. Nothing wrong. They don't deserve to really die, but you could say the same thing for the teacher, honestly, because it's not like there's proof. It's just rumors, whispers. But yeah, anyways. Wait, did I do everything? 1, 2, 3, 4, yep. Let's hope we did the right thing. This video is gonna be too fucking long. What a day, what a day. Don't let us go over your conduct. Good, I have the correct amount of marked files, everything, huh? You've been here for a number of days. I wanted to ask, how does it... Difficult choices. I did not like it at first, but no. It's probably... To be honest, I feel like I'm not killing enough people. I crave more. Motivating words and all that, but consider the humans in this context. Do you think this is an appropriate way to deal with them? Let's see. Do you think this is an appropriate way to deal with them? Not really. Shows doubt. I'm not really sure. Shows doubt. Yeah, is blindly accepting. The question is whether or not this guy, or Mr. Fate, is looking for alternatives and wants my perspective on whether or not things should change, or if he's only bringing this up to figure out if I'm doubtful in the position and he doesn't want change. So in the context of, say, if an employer would ask you this question, it's a bait and hook question. It depends on their intent. Does this guy want change, or does this guy not want change and he wants my honest opinion? The wrong opinion means he doesn't want that. So I'll say, is there another way? Perhaps, or no, not that I can see, and I have been here for a long time. So I guess he's thought about it, but he just hasn't found an alternative. Do you not think it unethical to make the choices... Wait. Do you not think it unethical to make the choices you make? All this control over so many lives, unbeknownst to the humans themselves. To be honest, you make me do these choices, you hand out the rules. Truth? I can't worry too much if what needs to be done. I'm not happy... No. True enough, one must be in charge, the others will follow. Our office is perennial and highly venerated. We have spent aeons from crafting our methods and strategies. We get what we are doing, yes? Oh, I do apologize for taking up so much of your time, but before you go, are there any questions you would like to ask me? I haven't seen any young profiles. Why is that? What's the basis for profiles anyways? Is there a point system? Oh, not at all. So they cannot actually affect anything. Yep, not a thing. So it's all predetermined. What about free will then? Sure, humans have some free will. They can make a variety of choices, yet it matters that they cannot escape the inevitable. Even the life-threatening situations that bring them onto your desk, all a result of their own deeds and decisions. And then, well, there are some highly complex calculations, factors, and aspects that influence the situation, but that is a bit over your pay grade, so do not worry about it. Children, they are special cases, something for a different set of departments to deal with. You will not find any yourself. Interesting. Are there any other offices, departments? Countless. How many Reapers are there out there? Infinite. Really? Close enough. Huh, what about animals? Did they get a department? Absolutely, all living things have to be processed after the end. There is no escape. That'd be funny. Like, imagine there's a Grim Reaper to, like, animals, and they're just, like, viewing papers of an animal's profile, and they're like, this cow stepped on a chicken and killed it. And for some reason, the neural activity of the brain in the cow showed that the cow enjoyed stepping on that chicken. Why is that? Send that cow to death! And then the cow was, like, hand-picked to, you know, be killed at a butcher shop the next day. Like, what would the animal Grim Reaper be looking at? Okay, game developers, you're missing out on a crucial expansion pack of having us play the animal Grim Reaper, where we have to choose which animal dies and lives, and it shows us the animal's lifestyle. Like, this crocodile saved the life of a deer by pushing it out of the water when it could have drowned. You're like, wow, that crocodile has to survive. I could have said alligator and then I said crocodile. Don't mind that. But that's a hilarious thing. It's actually a more interesting game concept than this one. Animal Grim Reaper. You're condemning animals to death or to live based on the animal's life. What's if it's like a golden retriever and he saves a young boy, and then you see some other dog and... Oh, I mean, there's no such thing as bad dogs, so how about an asshole giraffe? There's no such thing as bad dogs, but how about an asshole giraffe? This giraffe mocks other animals for having shorter necks. Or what if an animal makes fun of the giraffe for having a long neck, and we can condemn them to death? Just think about it. But anyways, even with plants. Don't ask about the plants. Technically, kind of a guess. Ruins are like a type of a dead, but at the same time they often feel alive. This topic is a bit too abstract for now. We may return to it at a later date. I want to get back to work. Morbid curiosity. An achievement. This video is gonna be like over 50 minutes long, Jesus Christ. Mark a total of 6 humans, mark at least 2 younger. Wait. Support. Ah! Okay, this thing buzzes way too much. Can it just buzz once every day? Thank you. Oh, support center's open. Wait, this is the same shit. The wildfire's still raging. I didn't kill the firefighter this time though, did I? Local brew runs best beer and good. A new modern painting. Unexpected tornado destroys mansion of wealthy ex-banker. Gardener barely survives. Self-poisoning. Abnormal rain pelts nearby county. Consultancy, some form of dark magic. Our small town prodigy moves to the city. We say reach for the stars. Scientists very close to figuring out how to counter a dangerous pathogen. Okay, well that guy has to stay alive. We have to mark a human to death with a medical background. Okay, so let's get that over with. Okay, this is plastic surgeon. I would imagine is a medical background. Immunologist is also, but this is spent every day when testing various eradicate some of the deadly. This person has to survive. Wait, no, mark any humans. They're basically saying all people with medical backgrounds have to die? They have to literally die? So like this guy is plastic surgeon, they are medical. It says you have to mark a total of 6 people to death. And 2 of them have to be young. So I don't have really any free will myself in this day. There could be a way of messing it up mathematically speaking, but like content creator. David Sharp. Huh. You say project advisor, student, unemployed. So we only have 2 medicals and they say all the people with medical have to die. Really? That's kind of stupid, but sure. I don't have a choice. It's their fate. Okay. We have to kill 2 young people as well. Let's see, who's young? The student is young, and the unemployed are young, and they have to, I guess, die. So we might as well, I guess, kill... Because the other one's 48, 50, 55, 35, 42, and 43. So I'm going to presume the only ones we're meant to kill are... this one. And this guy. Alright, I have to mark 2 more and keep the others. Let's see. Nothing Armin likes more to gossip. Working as a hairdresser provides ample opportunity. Due to memory issues, he occasionally forgets that hairspray exists. A fraud CEO. Charlie has been helping their brother Albert. Oh, Albert, you again. Hide corporate money and avoid paying taxes for years, perhaps even decades. They have been also accused of insider trading. Ah, jeez. That'll be probably another person I want to kill. Let's try to keep... hang on. The ones that are already dead that can be put aside so I don't get confused here. Okay, there we go. Because we have to kill 2 more and the rest survive, so who should live? Project advisor. Professional project advisor, also known as a consultant. They get paid an inordinate amount of money for consultations, which are vague events where they tell companies to do things. When not working, they love tea, cross-stitching, and smashing the patriarchy. No politics in the chat. An avid proponent of the bowl earth theory, so it's making fun of the flat earthers. Their mission is to spread the truth around the globe. They like collectible cards and cats. Hates aeronautics engineers and mornings. David smells of cigarettes and shampoo. Their face smells like cigarettes and shampoo just by looking at the image. But they're harmless otherwise. Saying stupid shit, I mean, yeah, I don't know. This guy can die then. 1 more have to die. Hair cutter, project advisor. So it's like basically between the content creator who's a flat earther The hair cutter, I'm gonna say he can live, honestly. So it's between, I guess what you could basically say is a social justice warrior, where they get paid a privileged amount of money for unspecifically just ranting. Ironic, right? They say they get an inordinate amount of money for consultations, which are vague events, where they tell companies to do and then they get bags of cash, and they smash the patriarchy. I'm not going to inject my political opinions in this video, but I'm going to say I think this is fucking stupid and they can go die. And yeah, no politics in the fucking comments, please. You can pick your own choices and play this game yourself. Link in the description below if you want to pick different choices. Graham, rough day lies behind you. I assume new recruits often falter, and you seem to perform adequately everything in order. How do you feel? There are many profiles and rules, but I managed to make it work. I did what I had, but that doesn't mean I have to like it. Excellent work. With this attitude, you'll certainly become most industrious. Let's hope the harsh days do not resume. What do you think even happened? Some sort of medical calamity, like an epidemic. Death is death. I know it was bad. Don't know you. Interesting. An insightful streak. It may yet rattle inside that skull of yours. Yeah, you know, they're on a verge of fucking curing shit, and you told me to kill the two people that were involved in medical. I would have had them survive otherwise. Workers suffer mass global layoffs. Healthcare systems on edge of collapse again. New deals struck at climate summit. Bowl-shaped Earth truthers gaining more. Well, that's bullshit. Flat Earthers aren't, so bowl-shaped Earth truthers wouldn't either. This is a weird reality. Companies mourning incredible consultant was so close to figuring out a completely new consultancy level that their head exploded. University mourns as grim epidemic claims life of promising student. Yep. Immunologist dead as epidemic hits hardest at those trying to combat it. Ironic. Fraud dies of heart attack as police officers come knocking on their door. Prosecutors say arrest was imminent anyways. Woman sprayed with 40% vinegar by confused hairdresser. Genetically modified crops proven to be a hoax. Use all natural fertilizers. Mark 2 humans with death. Spare humans that might help against the troubles. What the fuck do you mean the troubles? It's Albert again. I thought I killed him, unless it's just I never got him because of change save. So I had to kill 2 people, and something about helping troubles. I don't know how a corrupt CEO who has a history of destroying shit for profit could help against the troubles, which again is vague. This guy's retired, but let's see. Titus. Latest heir to noble pedigree. As such, they managed to retire young due to all the inherited wealth. They spend their time lounging listlessly. Wow, okay. Farmer! Oh no, the farmer. Ahmed has never been happy with the status quo. With whatever they currently have, they are always aiming higher and further, experimenting various ways fields. Oh yeah, this guy's good. Go get him, Ahmed. And you know, you can die, you lazy bastard, and you can go too. This is an easy day. How is this supposed to be tough? Hello, Grim. It's time for your ultimate performance review. I got one wrong because, you know, bullshit reasons, because they didn't have an eraser. Or it's just the game didn't tell me how to erase and redo things, or it's just not available in the demo. Grim, do you know what the opposite of an economic recession is? Let me tell you. An economic boom happening right now, to be frank. This is quite helpful. Yes, I might be able to make some rearrangements. And to think I had my doubts about modern capitalism, we will see. But this is not the whole story. Oh, the balance is completely off. I've not seen anything like this since... How bad is it, Mumble? How many pages is this, Mumble? Oh my. I cannot even conceive how you have managed to wreck things this badly. Plagues are ravaging the you fucking told me to kill 2 fucking medical people. You fucking shitlord. The planet constantly, every conceivable illness is spreading is an extinction level event, no stopping it anymore. Soon there'll be nobody left. You were given a sacred task to take care of. What will you do? See, is this a test or are you just stupid? Whatever, man. That's like, I get the reference. That's another fucking. It's a It was a TV show reference. I can't remember the show name. Some people in the comments below might know. It was like, whatever, man. It's like your opinion, dude. Like, I have an odd feeling, as if the whole design is currently stacked against me. As if. This is like stupid. A delusion. There's obviously no such thing happening with the astrology. You're just trying to excuse your own incompetence. Yes, that must be it. If only you hadn't made better choices. Now get your room and think about what you've done, then pack up, you're fired. Now, finally, but mark my words, I'll return and take your place. Ha! A bag of bones was the fate of everything I created you. You're no match for me, silly Grim. I get fired because of his ineptitude? Sure, yeah, I liked it, but... I won't wish list it. Tell us what to improve. Sure. If they don't... Oh, they take me to the Steam store page. Options to use a stamp, maybe. One thing wrong. I'd finished my first run of the demo. I enjoyed the game, but if I don't see the solid issues, there's one thing today that makes me wonder how you used they. Yeah, that's the thing. This person brings it up too. They say, but there is one thing today that makes me wonder if I will buy it. How you used they. In the paper of each person, you started with this guy is something, then all your sentences start with they. It's not a good way to make sense. This is for plural. They is for plural. He or she need to be used as each paper is only for one person. This must be confusing about the one, the divorced man. I needed to reread the paper twice to understand if you're speaking about him, his, wife, and children, or the brother even. Yeah, this person gets it. So, my best suggestion is that the developer watches my fucking videos so they get my complaints. Because, yeah, they is an issue. Say he, his, or the person's name. Not they. They is too vague when it could be referencing the individual, or the individual's family, or the lover, who could be the wife, or it could be the fucking brother who died. When it's based on interpretation, you need to be specific so there is no misinterpretation, because then it's not the player's fault for the fuck up, it's the fault of the developer in this case because they didn't word things precisely and caused confusion. But I've already rambled enough about that. Game concept-wise, it's fun. It just needs to be very specific so people read and know exactly what the intent of the developer is. Otherwise, story-wise, I don't know why the fuck I was fired and blamed. So I'm going to assume the first week you get fired intentionally. Like, no matter what, you get fired, and it's sort of a comeback story, perhaps. Where you become Grim Reaper and maybe the end game you become Fate and you change the rules to make a better world. Because the world turned to shit because of his leadership. His leadership clearly is to be questioned. To just blindly follow him would be similar to the electrocution experiment. I can't remember the experiment name, but I'm sure people in the comment below will know what I'm talking about. Where similar to the Nazi regime and people in science experiments where they're told, trust the doctor, trust the professor, trust the experimenter, electrocute this person even if it means killing them, because the fault of them possibly dying does not lay to blame on you, but to the one who is leading the experiment. So a person who is possibly torturing someone to death feels more at ease knowing that the guilt or shame is not on your shoulders, but it's on the experimenters, which is, a fallacy that is common in many humans, either just in general, just those that lack some self-awareness. Because there's a lot of people in that electric experiment that killed innocent people just because the experimenter said, yep, continue on with the experiment. Continue on with the experiment. Well, okay, this guy's screaming in pain, but I'm gonna continue electrocuting him at, lethal doses of electricity. They just don't think. They just continue zapping until the person dies in that experiment. And so it goes to show human behavior to laying blame of, consequences onto authority or those above you in the world, which is, I guess, put in question in this game too, of saying, well, people are dying, but it's Mr. Fate's decision. And no, really. At the same time, it's clear that Mr. Fate is also inept, and he needs to be replaced. That's just my opinion. But either way, I hope you enjoyed this video. My headset needs recharging. If you did enjoy, Download and play for yourself, maybe. You can, free demo. You can maybe make different choices to see what it leads, if not the exact same ending, who knows. But if you did enjoy, please leave a like, comment, hit that subscribe button, become a full subscriber. Hit the bell notification down below for updates on my videos. Thank you for watching, and until the next time.